I searched the earth for the finest oils, with a dream to create the finest men's fragrance in the world. The creation of an actual fragrance, what I call the art du parfum or the art of fragrance, is almost a spiritual experience. Creation is an energy, and I'm humbled by the journey, taking an idea or a thought and then manifesting it into existence. Leaving Axum for Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, to catch a connecting 20-hour flight to Chicago was bittersweet. We were in Ethiopia for a total of 4 or so days, and yet it seemed like a lifetime with the whirlwind between the fascinating people we met, the ancient places we visited, and just the overall feeling of being so small in this great big world of ours. This ended the first round-the-world trip of collecting the oils I had envisioned for Zaharoff Signature pour Homme. Only what to do with these? It wasn't like I could go to the kitchen to mix these until I exactly got what I wanted. It doesn't work that way. What I needed to do was find Claude, who by now was one of very few given the title of Master Perfumer. It was like trying to find my safety blanket. I didn't feel comfortable working with anyone else when it came to bringing this fragrance to life. He understood me when we created Zaharoff Parfum in 1994 and Zaharoff pour Homme in 1999. Of course, not to be mistaken for Zaharoff Signature. Both of these fragrances, I was told, could never be made again. Yes, you heard that right. The formulas for both of these fragrances were lost in the shuffle over the years between mergers of fragrance houses and the transferring of their systems. So trying to find Master Perfumer Claude was very challenging. He left the fragrance house Zaharoff worked with years ago and seemed to completely disappear thereafter. It wasn't until 8 months later I was talking to a friend while at the airport gate waiting for a flight. I was lamenting to her my fruitless search of my perfumer. She asked me what his name was, to which I responded, "You won't know him, his name is Claude." And excitingly she responded, "My neighbor is best friends with him." As you can imagine, I just couldn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. "Stay by your phone," my friend said, and 5 minutes later I was talking to him. Claude was taking life a little easier and living in the south of France. I told him I was told the former Zaharoff fragrances could never be made again, to which he confirmed, but followed up with, "Well, we could make a new one, more modern and updated with the same Zaharoff feel." It's exactly what I wanted to hear. I told him I started working on something already, not knowing if I was ever going to see him again, and sent him all the oils I had collected. He told me to give him some time to work on the fragrance. The months passed, and Claude told me to come and visit him at his residence outside Grasse. I can't explain the excitement and anticipation of meeting Claude again after so many years. Nick met me in Nice, where we rented a car, drove to Cannes to visit Claude the next day. Hi everybody. I am in the south of France. We're 7 kilometers from Grasse, and thought I'd say hello, so follow me along. I want to show you some really fun stuff. There's a lot going on this whole week. There's something magical about the south of France, better known as a Côte d'Azur. The energy, the climate, the beauty, the calmness. The next day, bright and early, we were on our way to see Claude. I had butterflies in my stomach as I was in high school and going on my first blind date. Claude greeted us open arms and took us into his home. He had on display all the oils I had given him alongside additional oils he felt would work with the new fragrance. It just wasn't quite ready yet. He told me all the oils had to go through stringent quality controls, as well as making sure they were harvested, taking into account sustainability, and had to be eco-friendly. The French perfume house, Grasse-based Man, was going to be producing the soon-to-be Zaharoff Signature pour Homme. Hi there. Did you subscribe? Did you hit the like button? Did you hit that little bell? Did you do it now? How about now? Now? That's great.